Good everything. It is Monday. It is 11:15. It's about 70 degrees outside. I am inside. And I am going to show you my seed swap with Bookworm Dad. Send me some watermelon seeds. Some of the varieties I do not have, but I am looking forward to planting next season. Now the first one is the orange tender sweet, and I will put a picture of the orange tender sweet on the screen. The second one is the orange glow. I will also insert a picture of the orange glow. And the third is Texas Golden. I will also insert a picture of the Texas Golden. Now, I sent him some Crayola Cella seeds and some Pippin Golden Honey seeds. And yeah, it's nice to swap seeds. I can't wait to see what these do next season.
It's now 3 p.m. I'm in the garden. Overcast today. Mid to high 80s. And I wanted to give an update on my sorrel or roselles. As you can see, they're starting to put on some bloom. So I am hoping to get a harvest. Alright, let's zoom in here a little bit and see if you could see. They call the calyx. Where are you at? Right there. So all of these plants have, and I can't wait to harvest them. Zoom back out. Yeah, finally. I'm going to get some sorrel for Christmas. So when we move over to the cucumber bed, the okra, now that it has a chance, has finally decided to do its thing. These are all hard, so I'm gonna let them just be seed for next season. But I have some possibilities up here, so I might be able to taste these as well. All right, these are not worth anything, but I did find one here that could be harvested. So getting the peas over here, just dry up and then I'll harvest them. I harvested some beans. There's some small ones that are not ready yet. We're going to give them a chance, but this bed continues to provide. So this is the harvest. Enough for dinner tonight. And I managed to harvest all the tomatoes that was in this area. And this is what I ended up with. Most likely I'm going to take that to the pantry. I pulled an acorn squash, the smallest one I could find. Look like it's ready. And I want to grab some of these peppers from off of this. I got an extra pallet, put it in here for next season. So these Scotch bonnets are ready. So I'm going to harvest those. At least 3 of them are very ripe. And get those. Don't do that. Yeah. Scotch bonnet. Make sure I wash my hands. Good everything. It is Tuesday. It's about 4 p.m. We're at 92 degrees. I'm out in the garden doing a bit of snooping, and So I verified that these are my Crayola sellers. This would either be the arroz con pollo or the ají dulce, is what I'm thinking. And these here would be the purple Beauty Bell. And since I've stopped messing with them, they're getting a lot bigger in size. So that's, and this 3 is loaded. So yeah, I had to go look at some steaks that I had in some of these beds. This one for sure said it is the arroz con pollo pepper, so that's what this is. I'm sure I planted ají dulce. Anyway, what am I doing today? Went to Wally World and they had their bulbs out, so I picked up 4 packets. Alliums, the purple sensation, which are my favorite. There were 5 bulbs for a total of 10, and these are going to go at the side of the garage. And then I grabbed some tulips. One is the red impression. It has 5 bulbs as well. And this one is the spring break. So those are going to go in the front. And I'm thinking in the wishing well, in front of the circle orb that I have in front of the house, and some in the wheelbarrow to the left by the driveway. However, that's not the chore that I'm going to undertake right now. So when I digged up the yams and the potatoes in at least 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of those tire beds, I threw back some stuff that was either too small or, yeah, too small. So I'm going to dump some soil in those beds. You know, give it some protection going into the winter. Hopefully they'll spring back up in the next season, but that is the task for today. So I called this Miracle Grow organic. So the intent when I went to Walmart was to get some soil to top off those beds that I harvested from last week, but I happened to come across the bulb, so I picked a few of those up as well. But this is an organic raised bed garden soil. It was on sale at Walmart, so why not? So that is the project for today, to get those 4 circle beds on berry row, add some soil to it. So let's get started. All right, that didn't take too long, but I want to show you what the goji berries look like today, Tuesday, compared to what it looked like on Monday. So I need to come back out here and harvest some more goji berries. I stated previously that I'm not a fan of them raw or dry, so I typically try to accumulate as many as I can and do a jam preserve type situation with them. I've had it on muffins, English muffins, and I find it's delicious. And someone brought up recently that putting them in your smoothie would also be a good option for goji berries. So why don't I harvest them right now? Because we're expecting rain tomorrow. So I'm going to let them get a good soaking and tackle them possibly on Friday. Good everything. It's the 17th of September 2025. It's 11 a.m. and 82 degrees. So I figured I'd come out here today and clean up this area. It's the bed that's at the side of the chicken coop that got away from me also. So I ended up spraying the grass here. So now I'm going to pull it up. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my 10 allium bulbs in this area. So, but before I do that, I need to go and put the tulips in the wishing well over there and the 2 other pots back there. So let me go do that, and then I will bring you back and we could clean out this bed. Alright, so I'm on the 10th bulb for this bed. I will do a disclaimer. Make sure you count the bulbs in the bags prior to buying them or prior to opening them if you forget to count them in the store. The tulips only had 8, 4 per bag. It should have been 10. And I opened the bag, or I would have taken it back and replaced it. But anyway, I decided to put the alliums in this bed instead of by the garage door as previously stated. And the next time I go to Walmart, if there are some more allium bulbs, hopefully a different variety, I will pick up a few more and add it to this bed. So this bed has the 10 Sensation allium bulbs. Now, since it did not rain like the weather people said it would, I'm going to come back and get this watered in. This I'm going to either cut down or have it die back naturally, some kind of weed. But yeah, I'd like to see at least another 10 to 20 alliums in this bed. Alliums are my favorite flowers, followed by zinnias. So I'm going to get this watered in. I'm going to cut this back or have it die back naturally. But yeah, that's the task for this morning completed. Good everything. It is Saturday the 20th of September 2025. It's about 5:30 in the evening. 71 degrees. So we're expecting rain again tonight and for the next 5 days, some form of rain. So we got a good soaking last night and early this morning, and we were overcast for the majority of the day. So now that we got a break, I figured I'd come out and harvest some peppers because my intent is to make me my pepper sauce. So we're gonna do some scotchies, some jalapenos, some Creola sellas, some fish peppers I see, some pippins look like they're ready, along with some piri piri, and the purple beauty bell. I don't think the arroz con pollo is ready, and I think I put some ají dulce in that last bed, but I don't think I see anything, and it looked like I gotta grab some okra as well. So let's get it started. And just like that, the harvest is complete. So we got the scotch bonnets, jalapenos, Creola sellas. We have the pippin, and this is what I believe is the piri piri. This is fish peppers. This is the arroz con pollo, the purple beauty bell, and okra. Anyway, as I stated, I think I have the ají dulce in that pot. However, I have two varieties in there. 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I harvested 8 different varieties. So I am happy with my harvest. Going back to the okra, I am thinking, or I have a hankering for some gumbo. So I'm going to take my harvest, find me a nice gumbo recipe that I probably could cook up tomorrow or next week, and enjoy some fresh okra. That being said, I could feel the rain sprinkling, so I'm not going to keep you. Thanks for stopping by. Trust everyone had an awesome week, an exceptional weekend, and the ancestors willing, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.